Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Planning Serenity, where we plan for serenity. My name is Jessica, and in today's video, I will be showing y'all my daughter's birthday week spread. And let me explain why I'm showing y'all and not planning with y'all. Let's get into it. So as y'all know, well, if you're returning, as you know, I film at night, and my daughters, more often than not, they're getting up and down when they're not supposed to be, and I try to film super late at night so this doesn't happen. So I filmed at like, I don't know, like 11:45, and they were still popping up and just making way too much noise in the background. Editing that video would have been atrocious. Like, no matter what I did, it was terrible. And excuse me, this spread was also very tedious, so the video was a little bit long. So to make a long story short, I just had to nix it, and I figured I still wanted to show y'all the spread because I loved doing it. I loved how it came out, and I got the idea from an amazing planner here on YouTube. So I just want to share exactly the stickers that I used and how I came about the spread. So to start, the idea came from planning with Donna. If you watched my last video, you know I'm absolutely obsessed with her. I watch her channel like it's a reality show. So yes, that is where this idea for the spread came from. Her channel is linked down below in my previous video. I will maybe link it down below in this video. I don't want to keep, I don't want to seem like I'm harassing her, but yeah, I mean, because this idea came from her, I probably will link her channel down below. So be sure to go look over there and subscribe to her channel. Her videos are great. Her personality is awesome. The sticker books I used are these, as you can see, and let's just explain. So I guess I'll start with the washi. I just did these two washi's, and as you can see, they were alternating this way and then alternating that way. I do have washi's linked below. I'm not sure if these specific washi's are linked below. I do have like a set of like 48. You may be able to see some of them here. But I have a ton of washi. The grid washi is linked below, and some skinny washi is linked below. But these are the two washi's that I used to get the lines to go across. That process took the absolute most time. Like, it was very, very, very tedious. So there's that. The flowers, I had to build these two flowers, and build by, I mean, they were flowers that came in a whole bunch of separate stickers from the flowers book, and they were on this page, I believe, and they were paired with these flowers, which in my opinion is weird. Maybe Happy Planner sees something that I don't, but as y'all know, I'm fairly new into my planning journey, so I don't know, maybe I just wouldn't pair them together because I just don't see it. But yeah, these big circle pink flowers came from this page. These flowers right here, obviously that wasn't there. And then these little green leaves came from here as well as the purple. Actually, the green leaves were on a separate page, but the purple, they were separate, as you can see here. So I did have to build them, and comment down below if you like building your own flowers in different shapes, or do you like them to come already as a whole flower, because sometimes I find it quite difficult to build a flower. But yes, these two were built, and then these, as you can see, are just a smaller version of the big pink flower cut in half. And I lined the bottom and lined the rest of the sides. The reason I didn't do the top is because I didn't want, because this date is already crossed out, and I didn't want to take away too much from the design. And just like Planning with Donna says, I'm not going to keep saying Planning with Donna, just like Donna says, who cares if you're blocking out the date? You know what date, I mean, you know what week it is. So who cares if a date or two are crossed out? I know my daughter's birthday is on the 27th. It's clearly the week of April 24th. So but yeah, I didn't want to add flowers and take away from the design at all. I'm just loving looking at this. So yeah, so that's where the flowers came from. Honestly, it was super simple sticker wise. It was just very tedious. So these little diamond pieces or squares that I turned as diamonds, just as Donna did in her spread, came from the Beauty and Florals book. I probably should have tagged the pages. Oh, there we go. So I just pulled a bunch of them from this page, as you can see, and I believe, yeah, I did 4 on the top and then 3 down below. It looks like I need to move this one up a little bit, which I will do. Speaking of, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Planning Serenity, because if you're returning, you know 99.9% of the time when I'm done planning with y'all and I post a photo on Instagram, it looks different. I've added something, changed something, switched some things around. Oftentimes I do get nervous on camera and don't want to do too much, and then afterwards I'm looking at it like, let me add this, switch this. So yeah, be sure to follow me on Instagram, because I do feel like I want to add a quote here or something like on the day of her birthday. But again, I don't want to do too much to take away from the design. But yeah, enough of that. So I talked about the flowers, I talked about the little pieces, and then honestly, the last of the stickers came from my tried and true Agenda 52 Borders book. As you can see, it was $4.49. I got it during the Hobby Lobby sale. I'm embarrassed to say I got like 10 of them, and this is before I knew exactly my planning style and where I was going with planning, but I felt like these would come in handy, and y'all, they do. So if you can ever catch this book on sale, grab it. But yeah, so this is just a quick flip through what it looks like. A whole bunch of different shapes, sizes. Some of them have headings at the top, like to do or whatever. So I grabbed shapes that I wouldn't typically use, just because it is a birthday spread. Obviously, doing these washi makes it look different, so I wanted to use shapes that are a little different. So I just put them all over, honestly, and then and I made sure these circles lined up. I think, hopefully from overhead, it looks okay. And then I tried to make sure these lined up. I was struggling a little bit because these look more spaced out than these, but I figured that's because there's 4 days over here. And it still looks okay in my opinion. But honestly, y'all, that's it. That's the spread. It looks like it has a lot, but it was just more tedious than anything, like I said. But I had so much fun creating this spread. Again, I did film it. It was well over an hour, but unfortunately, chopping and screwing that video is just not happening. So I hope y'all enjoyed this before the pen description. If you're new here, I'm sorry. The next video should be a plan with me, hopefully, or maybe something of the sort. And I hope you do come back. If you are returning, I appreciate you coming back to Planning Serenity World, and I can't wait to see all of y'all in the next video. Bye!